A few people displaying a couple things that were real important. They were the reason that we have the ability to benefit from democracy and free elections. And those are the men and women who have served our armed forces. Would you stand so we can recognize you? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have the opportunities that we have here today. Nancy and I are so thrilled and honored to be here with you today. We're thrilled and honored to have three gentlemen here today with us as we begin the final push to closing this election. I ask you, do these three gentlemen not inspire confidence in America? Bob, Haley, it's not just the confidence that you have and give us, but it's the leadership that you have provided that gives us the confidence that we in Illinois can turn our state around. And the support that you've given us. Nancy and I are so thrilled and honored to be with you here today. This election, I believe, is a lot about family. All about family. Nancy and I have been blessed with three children. Our Katie, our oldest, is that nurse in that TV ad. She's a nurse at Children's Memorial in Chicago. She's actually on the heart team. I tell people, I hope you don't have to meet her professionally. Our son William's a third-year law student at DePaul. And our youngest son, Duncan, is we got some DePaul graduates here, huh? And our youngest son, Duncan, is a senior at Bloomington Central Catholic High School. I have to confess to you, I will be taking an hour or two off Saturday night because Duncan's team made the playoffs, and we're going to be at the sidelines of that football game. But for Nancy and I and Jason, this election's about your family and ours. It's about returning Illinois to a state that will put the people's interest and the family's interest in front of the special interests and the insiders. The people of Illinois are tired. They're tired of the antics and they're ready to retire the Rod Blagojevich and Pat Quinn era. Are you tired of secret deals? Yeah. Are you tired of record unemployment? Yeah. Are you tired of tax increases? Yeah. Are you tired of record deficits and debt? Yeah. And what are we going to do on Tuesday? We're going to stop it. Yes. Yeah. You know, these gentlemen have proved that the solutions are relatively simple. I often say to people, if higher taxes and higher fees and more regulation and litigation and deficits and debt created jobs, we'd be the #1 job-producing state in the nation, wouldn't we? But we're not. And it's not funny. It's sad. We need to follow the examples of states that have turned their state around. And we're going to elect leaders in this election cycle that will promise not to raise our taxes. In fact, let me lay you a little secret. We're going to cut the tax burden on hard-working families in Illinois. We're going to delitigate and deregulate to make Illinois the most business-friendly state in the nation, to create jobs for Illinois families. And we are going to balance the structural deficit in the first year and no longer borrow on the backs of our children and grandchildren. And you know what? The people of Illinois get it. It's not just here in Will County. We've been traveling around this great, wonderful state, meeting with the wonderful 13 million people we have, and they get it. And that's why our polling data is doing so well. Because of your hard work and our great candidates. I know you've been asked earlier today by these gentlemen and told that polls don't win elections, votes do. And we've got less than 6 full days to make sure that we get our voters out, because we cannot take this election for granted. We have wonderful candidates. Do you realize that Illinois has the chance to put the exclamation mark by electing Mark Kirk to retire Harry Reid? I know where your heart is, but here's another one for you. Polling data shows that if we get our voters out, we have the chance to send 4+ more congressmen to retire Nancy Pelosi. Tell you, having a mother who's named Nancy and a wife who's named Nancy, I know it's not the name. But not just there. We have a chance to elect every statewide office holder. I know we've got Steve Kim here running for Attorney General. Give him a round of applause. You heard from Chris Radonio earlier. She and Tom Cross have been working so hard. They have a chance to retire Mike Madigan and John Colton. And it's your energy and your excitement that we're all building on. I have to tell you, I asked Bobby and Bob and Haley earlier about the other states they were in, and they had great turnouts. They had great turnouts. But they informed me that this was the best turnout of all. That Illinois is energized and excited. And then they told me the truth. No. It's the best turnout. They told me the truth. Bill, don't let it go to your head, and it's not about us. It's about making Nancy Brady the First Lady of the state of Illinois. We can't thank you enough. We wouldn't be here today without your prayers, without your hard work, and without your extra effort. We look forward to celebrating our victory with you on November 3rd with those results. And we look forward to celebrating a new Illinois on January 10th as you come to Springfield to celebrate the inauguration. Thank you, and God bless you.
Video. Yeah.
Are you doing the video?
Yeah, because it says Cisco invites all the members back to the stage. And then video.
elected.